My best friend was convinced she was in love with her mom's much older boyfriend and secretly started dating him, but then she got pregnant by him, so we had no choice but to expose his disgusting secret and ruin him forever. It started the way all bad things do, quietly, disguised as something harmless. Jane showed up to school one morning dripping in Brandy Melville and confidence, her wrists jangling with Pandora charms none of us could afford. "My mom's new boyfriend's just trying to win me over," she said, grinning like it was cute. We all laughed and told her to milk it. I didn't realize then that he was already milking her for something else. A week later, she came in glowing, clear skin, new nails, a brightness that didn't fit her. I teased her after class. "You seeing someone?" Her face went red. "Please don't ask me that again." Her voice was flat, final. That was my first warning. I ignored it. Soon she started pulling away, stopped replying to texts, then she unfollowed me. Our friendship dead with one click. We'd been inseparable since middle school, the kind of friends who shared socks and secrets. So when she vanished, I knew something was wrong. I went to her house pretending to drop off cookies. A man I'd never seen before opened the door, in boxers, holding a beer. Behind him, Jane stood in a silk robe, makeup smudged, eyes wide with panic. She bolted into the bathroom. My stomach turned to ice. I smiled too big, voice shaking. "Just wanted to bring these by." He grinned, slow and smug, like he already owned the world. That night I couldn't sleep. My best friend was being groomed, and I didn't know how to save her. My friend Emily did. She was calm, logical, the kind who always had a plan. "We'll make her see it," she said. "Let her realize it's wrong on her own." A week later, Emily gave a school presentation about online grooming. When she described older men manipulating teenage girls with money and affection, the room went silent. I watched Jane's leg bounce under the desk, her nails tearing at her cuticles. She asked to go to the bathroom and ran out crying. By lunch, I found her in a stall, sobbing so hard she could barely breathe. "I'm pregnant," she choked out. The words hit me like a slap. "Does he know?" She nodded. "He said I trapped him." I wanted to scream. Instead, I helped her wash her face and took her to Ms. Reyes, the school counselor. Jane was trembling, whispering, "Please don't call the police. He'll kill me." Ms. Reyes promised to keep her safe and called a women's shelter that worked with minors. Jane clutched my hand the whole time, leaving half-moon marks in my skin. When Ms. Reyes drove us there, Jane sat silent the whole way. At the shelter, she left her phone. The staff said it was probably tracked and disappeared behind a locked door. For the first time in weeks, I exhaled, but Kevin didn't stop. He drove by my house that night. Jane's mom called asking if her daughter was with me because Kevin said our lights were off. He was watching. The next morning, I got a text from an unknown number. "Stay out of things that don't concern you." When Jane's mom stormed into school accusing me of lying, I almost laughed from the absurdity. Kevin had hacked Jane's account, sending fake messages to her mom, proof that I was jealous and trying to break them up. Watching her mother defend that man broke something in me. That afternoon, Jane called from the shelter phone. "He's tracking everything," she said, "but they're helping me. I'm safe for a while." It seemed like things might calm down. Jane's mom started questioning him, calling the shelter, piecing together the truth. Then Jane told her everything. Every bruise, every lie, every threat. Her mother kicked him out, filed for a restraining order. Jane finally made a statement to the police. For weeks, I carried her books, fielded gossip, and ignored whispers about the pregnant girl. When Jane came back to school, her hair was shorter, her jewelry gone, her eyes clearer. She wore a simple silver bracelet I'd given her. No more gold from him, but the nightmare wasn't over. That afternoon, she froze in the parking lot. "That's his car." A black sedan idled by the exit. We ran back inside. The police came too late, but they logged the report. That was enough. It tied to the restraining order violation, enough to dig into his record. 2 weeks later, Jane called. "He's been arrested," she said, voice trembling. Turns out I wasn't the first. I sat there in silence, shaking with something between relief and rage. When we met again, months later, she looked different, lighter, whole. "I left everything he gave me," she said, touching the bracelet on her wrist. "I only kept this." Outside, the sky was pale and new, like the world had reset. She smiled. "He can't hurt anyone else now." I looked at her, my best friend, the girl who survived him, and said, "Good." Then he finally got what he deserved.